Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Automation Testing Online. Today's video we are going to discuss about interface. For that first I will create a package and then I have to create classes inside the package. What is an interface? Interface is a blueprint of a behavior. Interfaces are similar to inheritance, but it specifies what a class has to do. Here's an example. I have three additional classes, which is car test, bicycle test, and train test. We are going to create an interface for this example. So this is how we have to create an interface. You can see here, so far we have been selecting class. For an interface, instead of class, we have to select interface. Just give the name of the interface. Let's say it is vehicle test. Now we are going to have some of these classes implement the interface depending on what the method is. With interface, you can declare variables. Normally, you do with inheritance. You can also declare some methods, and you do not need to add a body for these methods. So we are going to have these three classes to implement the interface. When a class implements an interface, it needed to implement and define what the methods are going to do. So let's begin with cars. Let's say that our car is going to use this interface. To implement an interface, when we define the class, just type implements keyword. Then the name of the interface that we would like to implement. Here, our interface name is vehicles test. Within the car class, we need to add the unimplemented methods. So we are basically overriding the vehicles test. What do we want our car to do after we implement the vehicles method? Maybe just a simple system.out.println. That states generally cars do not have pedals. So I'm trying to remove this method, but it shows an error here because here implementation is forceful. We cannot implement anything optionally, which is why when I tried to remove the pedals method, we were not able to remove. Compared to inheritance, in inheritance, we were able to remove the methods. See, if I remove this, it doesn't show any error because in inheritance, implementation is optional, but in interface test, implementation is forceful. Let's create another interface. Vehicle test 2. We can see here that when I'm creating an interface, it shows a small icon like I, which means that it is an interface. Here we'll declare some methods such as now we'll use our bicycle test to implement the interface vehicle test 2. Again, I'm giving next to the class implements keyword and then the name of the interface we would like to implement. Again, it's asking for add unimplemented methods. So the methods which we have given in the vehicle test 2 has been implemented to bicycle. Unlike inheritance, in interface, classes can implement more than one interface. So here is how it happens. I have implemented vehicle test 2 and vehicles test. The methods from both the interfaces have been implemented to bicycle test. So we can apply more than one interface to a class. Similarly, for train test also, we can implement any of the interfaces. I'll just run any of the classes and I'll show you the output. Since this is a non-static method, we have to create an object for our car test. So we have got the output. There are some important points you have to remember, which are, while creating an interface, you can see that I have given this as a non-static. Interfaces can be static and non-static as well, but non-static is most preferable. Here I don't have the need to give the body. Suppose if I'm giving a static, then it shows an error where I have to add an body. So which is why in interface non-static is most preferable. And unlike inheritance, in interface, the implementation is forceful. When we give it as a non-static, only the description is allowed. The definition is not allowed, which is the body of the method is not allowed here. And we can see an override annotation here because in inheritance, there is no annotation. And a class can implement more than one interface, which is not possible in inheritance. We cannot call methods from one class to another class. Let's give it a try. Okay. We have train test here. Let's try to implement car test, which means that we are trying to implement the methods from one class to another class. This is not possible because these two are classes. In interface, we can implement methods only from an interface. We cannot implement the methods from a class to another class. But this is possible in inheritance. So friends, I hope you have got a clear idea about interface. We will meet in my next video with another topic. Thank you.